Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Meenakshi Sant. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 this morning. Prime Minister to address business leaders of G20 countries at B20 India Summit in New Delhi today. ISRO Chairman S Somanath says Indian observatory to study Sun Aditya L1 expected to be launched in the first week of September. IMD predicts heavy rain in northeast India and adjoining Sub Himalayan West Bengal during the next 2 days. And in badminton, HS Prannoy wins bronze medal at BWF World Championship in Copenhagen. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. today. It will be the 104th episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani and Doordarshan, the Akashvani website, and the News on AIR mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of the Akashvani, DD News, PMO, and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Akashvani will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. Since the 3rd of October 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been addressing the citizens of the country through his Mann Ki Baat program. The Prime Minister will address the B20 Summit India 2023 in New Delhi at 12 noon today. In a post on X, the Prime Minister Modi said, "This platform is bringing together a wide range of stakeholders working in the business world. It is among the most important G20 groups with a clear focus on boosting economic growth," he added. The three-day summit began this Friday. The B20 Summit India brings policymakers, business leaders, and experts from across the world to deliberate and discuss the B20 India communique. The B20 India communique includes 54 recommendations and 172 policy actions for submission to G20. It is being attended by over 1,500 delegates from about 55 countries. Established in 2010, B20 is among the most prominent engagement groups in G20, with companies and business organizations as participants. The Business 20 B20 is the official G20 dialogue forum with the global business community. The B20 works to deliver concrete, actionable policy recommendations to spur economic growth and development. The summit is based on the theme of B20 India, RAISE, that is responsible, accelerated, innovative, sustainable, equitable businesses. ISRO Chairman S Somanath has said that Aditya L1, the satellite, is ready and has reached Sriharikota. He said the launch is expected in the first week of September and the final date would be announced in 2 days. Briefing media in Thiruvananthapuram, ISRO Chairman said Aditya L1 is the first space-based Indian observatory to study the Sun. He said India is capable of launching more interplanetary missions, and the objective of the space agency is the overall progress of the country through the expansion of the space sector. He also said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has a long-term vision for the country's space sector, and the Indian Space Research Organization is all ready to implement it. An elated Somanath said he and his colleagues were happy and proud to be part of the great achievement of the ISRO and requested people to continue their support in their future endeavors. He reached Thiruvananthapuram for the first time yesterday night after the historic success of the Moon mission. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the NDA government has done a lot of work and started many schemes for the betterment and welfare of farmers. Mr. Shah was addressing the Sahkar Kisan Sammelan at Gangapur city in Rajasthan. Mr. Shah said that before 2014, about 22,000 crores budget had been allocated for the farmers. But the current government, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has increased it 6 times to 1,25,000 crores.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने किसानों के लिए ढेर सारे काम किए, योजनाएं लॉन्च की और हर किसान को 6,000 रुपया आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी दे रही है। कांग्रेस की सरकार थी, किसान बजट 22,000 करोड़ था, 6 गुना बढ़ाकर 1,25,000 करोड़ करने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया है। किसानों को 7 लाख करोड़ का ऋण दिया था, मोदी जी ने 20 लाख करोड़ तक पहुंचाया।
Mr. Shah said that the support price of crops is increasing continuously and there has been a significant increase in the purchase of various agricultural commodities. Addressing the program, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said that the cooperative movement has brought a big change in the lives of farmers. He said that farmers are getting loans without interest due to the cooperative movement and the way for their economic progress has been paved. Emphasizing on the need to promote cooperative movement in every village, Mr. Birla said that it is the need of the hour and all farmers should join it. The third high-level dialogue, HLD, between India and the European Union was held in New Delhi yesterday. During the meeting, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal and Executive Vice President of the European Commission, Valdis Dombrovskis, took stock of the ongoing 3 negotiations between India and the EU. These negotiations consist of an India-EU free trade agreement, a standalone investment protection agreement, and a geographical indications agreement. They acknowledged that both sides have made good progress in the same. The ministers broadly discussed the market access issue of both sides and reviewed the progress made so far under the India-EU Trade and Technology Council. The upcoming MC13 matters were also briefly discussed during the meeting. INS Sunayana, an Indian Navy ship, concluded a successful visit to the port of Durban in South Africa from the 21st to the 25th of August 2023. The visit was aimed at bolstering India's maritime relationships with its partners and aligning with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of security and growth for all in the region, Sagar. The visit provided a platform for personnel from the Indian Navy and South African Navy to engage in a range of professional and training interactions. A joint yoga session was conducted on board INS Sunayana, symbolizing the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which translates to "the world is one family." This shared yoga experience exemplified the spirit of cooperation and cultural exchange between the two naval forces. This exercise served to enhance jointness and interoperability between the two navies. The successful conclusion of INS Sunayana's visit to the port of Durban underlines the shared commitment of both the Indian and South African navies to foster maritime cooperation and partnership. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle, AIR News Alerts. Indian Meteorological Department IMD has predicted that heavy to very heavy rainfall spell is likely to continue over northeast India and adjoining Sub Himalayan West Bengal during the next 2 days. Heavy rainfall activity is also expected over South Konkan and Goa tomorrow. The Weather Office has forecast subdued rainfall activity over the rest of the parts of the country during the next 1 week. In Jammu and Kashmir, the first trial run on 8.6 kilometer long train tunnel T74 connecting Banihal railway station with Khari railway station in Ramban district on the Katra-Banihal section of Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla rail link USBRL project was successfully conducted yesterday. The train service between Banihal and Khari railway stations on the Katra-Banihal section is expected to begin soon as all the work on the track and railway station Khari is completed and a trial was also conducted. Deputy Commissioner Ramban Musrat Islam, who is monitoring the ongoing works of the national projects in Ramban district Saturday, posted on X that USBRL had made great strides in Ramban district. In Punjab, the mission Amrit Sarovar is lagging behind in its implementation. The mission was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in April last year with the aim to rejuvenate at least 75 water bodies in every district of the country. The target was to build 50,000 Amrit Sarovar by this 15th of August. The national target is achieved, but Punjab is among some states which still have to do a lot in this regard. A report from our correspondent.
The main aim of Mission Amrit Sarovar is to recharge the groundwater level. For Punjab, this mission is quite important as the groundwater level is receding on very fast pace in several parts of the state. But despite this reality, the implementation process is slow. In all the 23 districts of the state, total 2,371 sites were identified and so far work have been completed on only 1,329 sites. In Malerkotla district, only 14 sites have completed against target of 41, while in Jalandhar district this figure is at just 39 against target of 122 sites. Shishu Sharma Shantal, Akashvani News, Jalandhar.
In badminton, India's ace shuttler HS Prannoy had to settle for a bronze medal as he registered a loss to Kunlavut Vitidasaran in the semi-finals of the ongoing Badminton World Federation BWF World Championship yesterday. Prannoy went down to world number 3 and 3-time junior champion Vitidasaran by 21-18, 13-21, 14-21. Prannoy had stormed into the semi-final of the BWF World Championships after defeating world number 2 and the defending champion Victor Excelsior. With this win, world number 7 Prannoy assured a bronze medal for India by beating the home favourite Excelsior in 3 games 21-13, 15-21, 16-21. In cricket, Indian men's visually impaired team settled for a silver medal after a defeat against Pakistan in the final of the men's T20 cricket event at the International Blind Sports Federation IBSA World Games 2023 at Edgbaston, Birmingham yesterday. Batting first, India posted 184 for 3 in the stipulated 20 overs. Pakistan chased down the target of 185 runs in the 15th over after a dominating batting display. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Indian women's blind cricket team for winning the gold at the IBSA World Games. He said the country beams with pride at their success. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Today's front pages of most major news dailies are covered with the Prime Minister's visit to Bengaluru to visit the scientists at ISRO's telemetry tracking and command network. The Prime Minister's generous praise finds mention in all headlines. PM hails ISRO's heroes. August 23rd declared National Space Day, informs the Hindustan Times. Accompanied by a photograph of the Prime Minister, the Indian Express headlines, Moon landing point Shiv Shakti, Chandrayaan 2 spot Tiranga. PM hails ISRO, you have taken Make in India to the moon. The Times of India informs 9 UP pilgrims die as private coach catches fire in Madurai. LPG cylinder had been smuggled in to cook meals. According to a headline by the Indian Express, to assuage cookies, Manipur government plans greater autonomy for hill area councils. And finally, the Hindustan Times reports that appliances may be graded for water efficiency on lines of star ratings for power consumption. With that, it's back to you, Meenakshi.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 this morning. Prime Minister to address business leaders of G20 countries at B20 India Summit in New Delhi today. ISRO Chairman S Somanath says Indian observatory to study Sun Aditya L1 expected to be launched in first week of September. IMD predicts heavy rain in northeast India and adjoining Sub Himalayan West Bengal during the next 2 days. And in badminton, HS Prannoy wins bronze medal at BWF World Championship in Copenhagen. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.